A Republican senator up for re-election next year just threw a wrench into his party's plan to repeal and replace Obamacare.
This bill that's currently in front of the United States Senate, not the answer. It's simply not the answer.
Nevada's Dean Heller says Medicaid spending cuts are the reason he's a no, and he does not appear ready to negotiate.
It's going to be very difficult to get me to a yes.
To pass a health care bill in the Senate, there can only be 2 Republican no votes. Heller makes 5, but President Trump seems confident in his ability to flip 4 other Republican senators who are currently opposed: Cruz, Lee, Johnson, and Paul.
There are also 4 good guys and they're 4 friends of mine, and I think that they'll probably get there. We'll have to see.
The White House isn't just hoping for the best. They've got all hands on deck behind closed doors.
The President, Secretary Tom Price, Seema Verma, the Center for Medicaid and Medicaid Services, and our Legislative Affairs team has been providing technical assistance and working with members and Senate leadership to talk about additional changes that might be necessary.
Still, Senate Majority Whip John Cornyn, in charge of rounding up Republicans to vote for this, knows it's a tough sell.
This is not a perfect bill, and I understand Senator Paul's concerns, and I share many of them, but we have to deal with the art of the possible here.
And that art is apparently going to be a single-party exercise, because even red state Democrats are firmly opposed.
There's not one Democrat that I know of that will vote to repeal it. We're just not going to vote to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
The man Obamacare is named after has now re-entered the fray. The former President Barack Obama posting on Facebook, quote, "Simply put, if there's a chance you might get sick, get old, or start a family, this bill will do you harm." And small tweaks over the course of the next couple weeks under the guise of making these bills easier to stomach cannot change the fundamental meanness at the core of this legislation. Strong words, but not nearly as strong as his party's current office holders, like Senator Elizabeth Warren, who posted on Twitter, quote, "I've read the Republican health care bill. This is blood money. They're paying for tax cuts with American lives." And today, another Democrat who is also a doctor said the Republican-written health care draft will kill people.
Trump care isn't just quote-unquote mean, it's cruel and deadly.
If this health care bill fails on the floor next week, that could be it, because Republican leaders are using a process known as reconciliation to move it through the Senate. That's the only way to do it with 51 votes instead of 60, but you can also only do that once a year. So if Republicans cannot pass it like that, Obamacare remains the law of the land. James.
Peter Doocy at the Capitol tonight.